today I'm doing Rimworld crop tier list. I made this tier list myself because I really want to talk about the crops, and I did not see any tier list in tier maker, so that was not that hard. And yeah, let's start. The first one is the corn. I mean, it takes a lot to like grow, but I mean, this is the money maker. I really like this crop. I really like growing it. You make a lot of cash with it, and yeah, it's a great plant. Feeds your whole colony. On the downside, it grows really slow, but on a rich soil, it actually has a really good benefit. So it's definitely like a good steer to like for everybody else to like compare themselves to. And yeah, the next one is like cotton. Cotton is useful, like really useful. You can make clothing with them. It grows relatively fast. There's many things. It has decent price, but if you like have a lot of crafters, and you can start pumping out a lot of clothing and make a lot of cash from it. I almost wanna keep it A because compared with the Devil Strand, it grows like way faster, but then again, like the Devil Strand gets you like heat resistance, good cut resistance, and is very valuable, extremely valuable, especially in like heated regions. I only play like in the regions where I can grow crop year round. I like it this way, and yeah, definitely a steer. And next one is like fiber corn. It's basically a wood supplement, but it grows really slowly, and you don't get much wood from it. I mean, like it's useful only if like you have absolutely no crops, like no trees in your region, which can happen, and depending on what you build. But I mean, it's better to plant trees, you know, in the end. So really unnecessary in my opinion. And yeah, next one I guess is hay grass, and that's another one that, I mean, it can be useful to your animals, but then again, you can just feed them anything and they can just eat anything. I usually don't grow it. I feel it's really unnecessary as well. Yeah, it gives you a lot of hay and you can definitely feed your animals, but I mean, it's just the grass, and I usually just ignore it. Focus on better crops like corn, something that can actually be sold for a good amount, and not just something unnecessary in my opinion. Alright, and heel root is actually like a decent plant. It's I mean, it's cheap. It's cheap man's medicine, and it's really decent. Like it grows a little bit slow, but and you cannot sell it to many vendors, only to tribe people, and that's why it's not S. Like if you could sell it to like anyone, like this definitely would be like a nice tier, but because you cannot sell it, yeah, I'm just gonna give it A because it's still useful, but not that much. Alright, hop plant. Hop plant, you make beer from it, or you can sell it. It actually grows really fast, and you can make a lot of beer, or you can just sell it. And I mean, I'm gonna just give it a B because I think some of smoke leaf you can sell it for a little bit more with a little bit longer grow time, but not that bad, not that bad. And beer, making beer is can be profitable, but can be really unprofitable, especially if like there's some kind of accident and your brewery just fucks up, and yeah, that's why I'm gonna give it B, because I have often my brewery just fucks up, like electricity goes down, cold snap, or any other like shit event can really influence you in a bad way. Okay, the fungus is just bad, like only like very situational for like certain ideologies. This is useful for everybody else. Nobody likes eating fungus, so definitely D tier. Alright, potatoes. I mean, potatoes are decent, but they are not great. But they are decent. Kind of reverse there. They're kind of decent, like they don't get any bonuses from rich soil or anything. They are like, it's good to like just grow them anywhere, and I mean it's a stable source, definitely a stable source, and a decent one. So I'm gonna give it A. I think this is rice. Yeah. Psychoid leaf grows very slowly, but you can manufacture it into very expensive stuff, and unlike like beer, it does not go bad in case of a bad temperature, and once you manufacture it, it's completely safe for forever. So wait, is this smoke leaf or no? I think this is smoke leaf. I'm like, this kind of like looks same. No, this is definitely smoke leaf. Yeah, this is psychoid. Yeah, the smoke leaf. Well, smoke leaf is fast to grow. I mean, and really has a good price. But I'm gonna just give them same with the psychoid. You can make good money from them. I believe even better than whole plant. Whole plant is very fast growing, but I mean, I lost many beer, and even if you like manufacture it, it's like not that much of a change from just selling it raw. So I really don't know. I really don't like it. Rice is useful in early game, but later on you just get better options. You know, like corn or even a potato can be like, it's a nice plant if you want, like if you need food like really fast in a few days. And it can grow very fast. Actually, because it can grow very fast and rich, so I'm gonna give it S, because it might be like life of that situation, like for like a few of those crops to grow, but you really don't get that much really from them. So still gonna give it A. Strawberry grows fast and is a nice supplement for any other food, so I'm gonna give it definitely S tier. Like, unlike rice, it can be eaten raw and gives can be even used to give a morale boost. So I definitely like strawberries. I always make them. Alright, this is the new plants. They were introduced in a new expansion, and this plant just dies, but it grows very fast. But the downside to it, it produces so little that yeah, it just does not compensate for the bother, does not compensate for the hustle. So I gotta give it definitely C. I still think it's better than hay grass. Like, you can use high, you can have more usage for it. So, and the last one is the toxic potato. And it's very situation, it's worse than potato, but it can grow anywhere, like in any toxic site, and you can actually still consume it. So like for this alone reason, that you can, like, if you're like in completely polluted zone or something happened that everything just got polluted, this is still a decent plant to grow, and actually like you can still sustain yourself. So definitely S tier. It's like one of the situations usually like big potato overhead, but if you're in a like shitty situation, like the toxic potato is the way to go. And yeah, that's fast.